Joining me now from Reston, Virginia, director of the Media Research Center Television and Daily Ledger contributor, Eric Scheiner. Eric, first of all, for the record, I'm not far right-leaning. I'm a constitutionalist. And as a constitutionalist, we consider ourselves dead center, not left nor right. That means that a Democrat can embrace the Constitution just like a Republican. So I am a centrist. I am not far right-leaning. That said, this is not about a logo on a shirt, is it? This is about the First Amendment and the climate that we live in, which is clearly anti-First Amendment.
I actually had to watch a sports college reporter on another network talk about how, well, they never watched your network, but they read about it, and they understand how insensitive the shirt is. How is the logo insensitive? No one has explained this, not even Hubbard in his tweet has explained exactly how a logo is insensitive to what's going on. And the reason is you probably can't explain how a logo on a T-shirt is insensitive. Oh, could you imagine the outrage if this was another network's T-shirt? Of course not, because, you know, this is Twitter, the outrage world. This is ridiculous. This is really absurd that things have gotten to this point that they have to put out a Twitter video for the Oklahoma State football program. Oh, you know, change starts at the top. Yeah, I guess it does. He's going to change his top. That's what it's about.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we live in a climate like this, that you can't even wear a T-shirt that's red, white, and blue, by the way, with the word America in it without getting in trouble. I suspect the owner of our network might be shipping, maybe about 40, 50, maybe 100 T-shirts out to Oklahoma State any day now. Just a guess, just a hunch. CHAZ. How are things in CHAZ these days? CHAZ, in case you don't know, is a 6-block area within the city of Seattle that's been taken over by thugs and hoodlums. If you ask the police chief of Seattle, apparently CHAZ isn't the problem, but the police department is.
Yeah, this is the police chief, Carmen Best. She was speaking recently, and she came to an epiphany. It's the problem isn't CHAZ, it's the police department and the courts. You know, the court system is being controlled. It has racism, and it's been working with the police department, which has racism. So instead, she has the answer. She had epiphany. It needs to engage with the community. That's her actual quote. They're going to have to change. We have to engage with the community, bring them under the tent. I guess they weren't engaging with the community before. I don't know exactly. It's a bunch of word salad. It's a bunch of feel good, make it great. Hey, you know, and we have some obstacles. If we decide we're going to respond in that area, you know, we're not thrilled with the roadblocks, but we're going to work through it. We have to be very sensitive and engage.
Speaking of response, I wonder how Abraham Lincoln would have responded to a situation like CHAZ right now, given the response we saw to a breakaway, an attempt to break away from the United States of America. Speaking of Abraham Lincoln, apparently he is going to be, there's an attempt to make him, and a statue representing Abraham Lincoln, persona non grata, if you will, in Beantown.
Yeah, it's a replica of the Emancipation statue, the Emancipation Memorial in D.C., Abraham Lincoln. You know, it's too racist and offensive, as well as, I guess, there's a petition going on to remove it from its area in Boston. They want to put up a new statue that they say equals justice. But keep in mind, you know, the original statue, the Emancipation Memorial, was put together. The first $5 donated was donated by a freed slave in honor of Lincoln after he died. That started the fundraising. These things are lost on these people. They just seem to want to erase history, erase T-shirts, anything that they disagree with. It's a cancel culture mentality.
A society that erases history is a society whose future is bleak. Let's face it. Eric, thank you.